I'm Bobby.
And I'm Sarah.
And welcome to BS with Bobby and Sarah.
You are listening to episode 5. 5.
You said.
Holy moly.
Yeah. That's not a question. That's a statement.
That's a statement. This is the 5th episode. That
5 already. And today, BS is going to stand for Best Sonnets. I hope you came today with your favorite poetry.
Yes. Let's do some slam poetry.
Oh, geez. I don't think I've ever heard of a sonnet being slam poetry.
Well, we can slam it.
A sonnet is very like a whisper of poetry in the English countryside.
Okay. So maybe I just don't know what slam poetry is because I thought it was just saying something angrily.
Yeah. And a sonnet is very much tea at 4:30 with your grandmother's set of teacups.
So not necessarily romantic.
Also with your lover.
Grandma, meet my lover.
Speaking sonnets to your lover while drinking out of grandma's teacup.
Those tiny
using
things.
doilies.
Love doilies.
That's such a weird word.
The lace one. It is.
Doily.
This is fun. Doily.
Anyway, don't worry. We don't have poetry.
We won't bore you
We're
with
not
that.
going to be slamming you with poetry.
Although I like poetry. I like to read it here and there and write it everywhere.
Yeah. Oh, God, if that's a sign of your poetry.
Yeah, you know you want to read it.
How do you know good poetry from bad poetry? Because some of the poetry that I've read, probably not since high school when I was forced to,
Yeah.
some of it I'm just like, what is going on? Or I just roll my eyes, or I'm like, this is so melodramatic.
Yeah, I
Which
mean,
might have been what
they
they were
do
going
tend to
for.
be like that because poetry is based a lot on emotions, I think. And sometimes you're not in that mood to feel a particular emotion. And so it's like if it's taking you out of something that you don't want to be in, you're like, I don't know, I don't want this right now.
What do you like about poetry? Do you like that it's short and you can read one page and then be like, I read for today. Going to bed now.
I seem to find a lot of the poems that are longer, like, more entertaining. I like those.
Okay.
Yeah, it's almost like a little story, but I think what I like about them is that they're saying something, but they're saying something totally different.
Like red fish, blue fish, one fish, two fish. That is on its own. That's like poetry in a sense.
It's a poem, yeah. I mean, Dr. Seuss, he was very rhymey reason.
Rhymey reason. Well, thank God we're not actually dealing with sonnets because it's not one of my favorite. And I don't have any prepared. But today,
You know, when he shakes
5 episodes.
5 whole episodes.
5 episodes, 5 different audio setups, and 5 different recording locations.
Oh my gosh, that's right.
We are the nomadic
We
podcasters.
should start doing like a podcast on evaluating different studios since we've been to 5 of them.
We'll go to many more too.
Yeah. But speaking of going to different places, I've really been thinking about like what I want to explore all the cafes that I can in my life because I friggin' love cafes. I think they're awesome and unique, most of them. So I was like, what can I do? Like a little YouTube channel going to different cafes and stuff? Like who would want to see that? Is there an interest for that? I don't know.
Probably.
Like this one, it was really good for working on your reading, or this one, do not go here if you plan on working on anything you have to concentrate on because it's too loud or the acoustics are terrible.
Or you can never find a seat because there's too many goddamn
Yeah.
aspiring screenwriters.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean...
I think that'd be good information.
Or at least fun for yourself.
Yeah, this is true.
Drinking coffee. If
It
you
might
love
just
coffee...
be a personal project.
If you love coffee and judging things and reviewing things, then yes, by all means, do it.
I love judging things inside my head.
That's why when I worked extras casting, I loved it. Because your job was to judge people on their looks.
You got paid for it. It was encouraged.
I got paid. Yes. It was fantastic. I loved it. So this is my final month that I'm living in my apartment.
Yes.
I'm going from a suburban kid. I want to become a big town boy.
Big town boy.
I'm gonna marry Tyler Morit, where she throws up her beret.
Yeah.
And she's like, I'm here, city. I'm here. But what I am going to miss about where I live is the fact that it is so centrally located.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for the city and the entire suburban area.
Yeah, like you've got all the highways right here.
I'm so close to the highways. You know, I've got family up north. I've got family hour north, family hour south. In the city to the work is an hour east. Nothing really is out west, so I don't go that way, even though west is best. But one thing I did notice is I'm also centrally located if I go to a certain grocery store. Last week we talked about the Marianos, where you steal turmeric. Listen to that episode if you don't know what I'm talking about. But there's a Marianos to the southeast, 3.9 miles. If I go to the one that's north, it's 3.7.
Whoa, that's pretty even. Pretty even keel there.
Also, if I ever want some Wendy's, if I ever want some chicken tenders from Wendy's, which I like to call Wendy's Tendies.
Wendy's Tendies.
If I go to the one that's east of me, 3.3 miles. If I go to the one that's west, 3.4.
Whoa. Oh my goodness. Yeah. You're right smack dab in the middle of some fun stuff.
Yeah. But one of the bad things about the suburb, and the only thing that I'm looking forward to move into the city for, is like ethnic food.
Oh yeah.
You know? If I wanted Ethiopian, I'd have to drive 20 miles into the city. It reminds me of last week when I drove 18 miles one way for that little triangle.
Yes, that stuff was amazing.
Yeah, the little samgak kimbap, which is a little triangle kimbap, which is kind of like a sushi roll for people who don't know. Mm-hmm. It's just some fish, rice, wrapped in seaweed.
Yep. And they do this thing where they package it that the seaweed doesn't get moist, and so it stays like crispy and just, it's amazing.
There's a specific way to unwrap it so that...
Yeah, it was really fun. It was like really fun to open it and eat it. And on top of that, it was delicious. So I could see why you would drive 18 miles for that.
And because that was the nearest Asian grocery store. Chinese, Korean grocery store.
Have you located any new ones that you'll be close to when you move out there?
In the city?
Town? Mm-hmm.
In the city, I have not yet prepared. I'm holding off on that.
Okay.
Kind of probably delaying the inevitable.
Yeah, because you're not a city boy, but you're moving there.
I'm not. And just yesterday, it was actually election day in my town.
That's right.
But voting for things like park district and school board. But I still wanted to go, you know? And it's right down the street, so it's easy to do. And when I got there, it was probably 4 or 5 o'clock, and there were 8 volunteers working there.
Woohoo.
No one else was there. I was the only person, and I heard them over say that only like 88 people had voted so far.
Ooh,
which I think is really funny. I did my civic duty, but also I'm wondering...
Good for you. Did you get a sticker?
I did get a sticker. I thought I was wearing it. Oh, I am wearing it.
You are. There it is. Oh, cool.
This isn't the same shirt from yesterday, I promise. I found the sticker today and put it over my breast.
Oh, Bobby, I wear shirts the same thing for like 4 days straight sometimes, so probably even longer if I don't do anything in it, like smelly wise.
I know technically I'm allowed to because I lived in the district when I voted, but if I'm getting the fuck out of here in a month, do you think it's morally wrong for me to vote a certain way knowing, hey, fuck, I washed my hand clean to this. I'm not dealing with the ramifications.
No, I think if you honestly doing it, like, if you're putting your honest to goodness, how am I saying? Let me see.
If I'm not throwing away a vote knowing, like, or writing in a candidate like ass face, McButt crack.
If you're legit, like, voting for something you believe in that will make the town better, I think you should still do it.
Good. Thank you.
Yeah.
For confirming that. It was really fucking hard to decide, and I put way too much, well, I shouldn't say way too much information, way too much research into it, but I really researched these candidates because I didn't know anything about them.
Not a lot of people do that.
I know, and especially once again for school board and park district. But
children are our future, so
of course.
Good for you.
But the hard thing was it seemed that they all wanted the same thing. Like, we want solar energy, or we don't want guns in schools. We don't want to arm the teachers.
Yeah.
It's like, so how do I pick between these people?
Yeah, when they all kind of want the same good stuff.
Yeah.
Weird.
It was difficult. You know what else I recently got in the mail?
Something green. American Community Survey. Oh, the census?
The census.
Oh, man.
And it said here, my household had been randomly selected to complete a very important national survey. Basically, the census.
Yeah. So you have to be like, what, one? Or what do you count it as? Like this one right here, that's what they want you to do the census for this particular apartment?
The thing is, they're trying to do everything online. So I haven't been mailed anything, so I don't know the questions. But I don't want to do it online. But the thing is, you are required by U.S. law to respond.
Whoa.
Like, technically, they could fine you if you don't, but there's no way they're going to do that, so fuck you.
There's 17 people living here. That's basically what the census is, right?
They just want a count of people because they only do it every 10 years, so if all of a sudden a town grew by like 5,000 people, they need more police officers and fire department.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fire department stations and so it's mostly about services.
I thought it was kind of keeping tabs to see like how many people, if like the population was going up, to see if they had to like, oh no, there was a disaster.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Conspiracy. You think the U.S. government is using the survey to be like, oh,
New York's getting a little big.
We could use another disaster. Like they start seeding clouds.
I honestly wouldn't put it past them.
Yeah.
It would be horrible, and I know this is terrible of me to think about, but I can't say that my mind hasn't crossed. The thought hasn't crossed my mind. Yeah.
I mean, I love a good conspiracy, but we're already a huge fucking country. Then, in that case, why are they taking a census in rural Idaho?
I don't know. I really don't know.
Probably just keep tabs. They need to ramp up their potato production. Got more people living in Idaho. We need more potatoes.
I didn't even... Oh, that's right. Idaho, potatoes. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. They grow lots of that over there.
Yeah.
We grow lots of corn over here.
And, speaking of corn.
Yeah.
Great segue. I feel like you set me up for that, so
just
thank you.
I saw the opportunity and I took it.
I love it. It works so well. Earlier today, I was freshening up the studio.
Yes. It's lovely in here, by the way.
Opening the windows, getting that stale air out. It's springtime. Birds are singing. The winds are blowing. And so I did everyone's favorite fabric and air mist, Febreze.
Febreze.
Do you have any guess what this scent is that you're smelling?
It smells clean, but not like your basic like laundry clean. I don't know. Maybe like a brook, like a babbling brook scent. Something watery.
That's actually a really good guess. I like your guess. Bamboo.
Ooh.
So first of all, how the fuck does bamboo smell like
apparently
anything?
Like clean water.
But the point I was getting to, for some reason I was reading the ingredients.
Oh no.
I don't know why. There's only 4.
Oh really?
Yeah.
That's surprising to me.
Water, light fragrance, no propellants, so that's not really an ingredient.
What the heck? Yeah, okay.
Then the thing that got me was odor eliminator derived from corn.
What?
There's fucking corn in this Febreze.
Oh my goodness. It's so true. This one teacher that I know, she said she read this book on like how they took samples of people's hair and they did science on it.
I love when people do science on things.
I don't know the word for it, but they did science on the strands of hair, and it turns out that it was like a large portion composed of corn. So it's like we're consuming so many things around us that we're just going to be corn. I'm
glad you bring that up because I have a list of things.
Oh damn.
That have corn in them that you would never realize.
Okay, bring it. I love this.
Corn. This episode title could be called Corn, the Wonder Grain. But I think so people will actually listen to it. I'll choose a better title.
Okay.
Everyone knows high fructose corn syrup,
Yeah.
It's in everything, makes things delicious and sweet. It's succulent, and I love it. I love me some sugar. But toothpaste.
It's in toothpaste.
There's an ingredient called sorbitol. And that's sorbitol's derived from corn.
Oh.
Something else that uses sorbitol is chewing gum.
Yes. That sounds very familiar.
Yeah. Okay. So you're chewing on
corn syrup.
Corn, and then to brush your teeth so you don't get cavities from the gum, you're using
oh my god,
toothpaste which has corn in it.
Whoa. So it's like corn after corn.
I think I don't think corn is going to be the end of us or anything. It's not like microplastics. It's just very interesting to see where corn is, including makeup.
What does it serve? What purpose does it serve in there? Corn on your face.
It's a Forbes article, and I could pull it up again, but I don't want to.
Okay, I respect that.
I don't really know. I don't do science stuff.
Okay. You don't do science.
But the article said if you see the ingredient Z-maize, Z-E-A, M-A-Y-S, that's literally just the scientific name for corn.
Okay. Yeah, the maize part, I know that because in Spanish it's maíz, and so it's like spelled the same.
Another thing that surprisingly there's corn in.
Okay.
Adhesive glue on envelopes.
Is that why they're so delicious?
You like that?
I love licking envelopes.
Did you also love to lick stamps, you weird
yes,
licker?
Yes, I did. You weird lint licker.
Cootie queen lint licker.
With the French toast. Yes, I did. I loved licking envelopes and stamps.
Well, nitrocellulose glue is made from corn. Also, perfume. Most perfume is grain alcohol.
Okay.
Corn is the biggest grain that we have.
Oh my gosh, it makes sense when you say it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still shocking.
I know. Earlier I offered you some sweetener for your iced tea. Splenda and Equal have maltodextrin, which is also a corn product. So it's like all these ingredients that we've heard of. I didn't know it was from corn.
But wait, back the train up. You still have Equal in your apartment? That stuff is like cancer in a bag.
Oh, I don't
in
actually.
A packet.
It was a little sachet of pure sugar, but I was trying to tie it in with...
Okay, sorry. Didn't mean to call you out then.
I don't use any of that stuff anyway because I don't know.
You use corn syrup.
I don't.
High fructose corn
Yes,
syrup.
I just pour it in. I don't know the difference between Equal or Splenda. I know stevia is made from plants, but all those artificial ones where you go to the little diner and they have the different colored coded ones, like Splenda might be pink. There's a yellow one. There's like a white one.
Yeah, I think Splenda's the yellow one.
I can keep track.
I just either avoid it or go for the white one because that's usually just the regular sugar.
Keep a corn husk with me. I break it over my knee and I dump it into whatever I need for that corn syrup. It just oozes the syrup out, right? That's how corn works.
I'm sure it is, yeah. I've never seen one squeeze it, but I mean, yeah, I believe you.
You've never tried. The most surprising thing that has corn as an ingredient is Windex.
What the hell?
Acetic acid, ethanolamine, and 2-hexoxyethanol all have corn, or all those are products of corn, like ethanol. They have ethanol in the name, so that makes sense. Corn ethanol. So I just thought that was really interesting. Corn is in everything.
Corn is in everything.
Also in my kitchen, so later we could have a snack of corn tortilla chips.
Let's corn it up. Let's get corny up in here.
Corny, baby.
That is bizarre.
Cornmeal.
So many things.
What's a tamale?
Masa?
Corn?
Is
Is
there corn in masa?
Isn't masa just cornmeal?
I have no idea. Oh. All I know is that it's masa.
It's just masa, man. Masa is corn dough.
Oh, so yeah, more corn.
Yeah.
Just corn.
And that's what they use for corn tortillas and tamales. Also, excuse me, what? Pupusas?
Pupusas. I think they're from El Salvador.
Pupusa.
Pupusa. My sister's doing she's building like a princess, like those, like when little kids have birthday parties and they have like a princess come over and I don't know, just sing and dance.
Is she gonna be Jasmine? She could
I don't
pull
know who
off.
she's been, but she would definitely pull off Jasmine.
She could easily pull off Jasmine, even though she's not. She looks like she could be an Arabian princess. But also, with the live action Aladdin coming out soon, she could really jump on that bandwagon.
She should do that one. Oh my gosh, I'm totally gonna tell her. But she's naming it Princess Pop-Up. And then I was helping her pick an email. She's like, what about Princess Pop-Up USA? But if you say Princess Pop-Up, like when you read it, Princess Papusa. I was like, I'm pretty sure that's a thing. I think that's a actual, like a butterfly or a larva.
I'm thinking it's that a Native American thing that they wrap, like Native American women would wrap their children in it. Yeah, a papoose is from Algonquin, Native American tribe, and it's an English loan word meaning a Native American child.
Whoa. Okay. So it's an actual thing.
A papoose carrier is like a cradle board. They'd attach the kid to a board and wrap him up. But more lovingly, it's called swaddling. Oh. But I guess it's the same thing. You're wrapping them up, tying them up tight so they can't get away.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But they like it. Speaking of your sister, is she going to be at the soccer game that you invited me to?
Mm-hmm.
What I noticed, and I did it on purpose, I don't know if you realized it, but you asked if I was up for it.
Yeah.
And I responded with, yeah, I'm down. Which is hilarious because the exact opposite means the same thing. When else does up mean down? You could be up for something. You could also be down for it, yes. And it means, hell yeah, let's get it on.
Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh, don't you just love language?
Yeah.
It's amazing.
English is very confusing.
Where did I see something about, like, hell yeah means yes, or, like, no yeah means yeah.
Yeah,
and,
no.
And no yeah, or yes, no.
People do that a lot, too. Like, yeah, no. Or, no, yeah. Like, do you want to get some Wendy's Tendies? Well, that answer is always yes.
Wendy's Tendies.
On your Instagram this past week, you had a set of stories which I thought was really funny. Please describe. And you know what I'm talking about.
Okay. So I pull up to an Einstein's, and next door is an eye doctor place. And they have, because they usually sell glasses at eye doctor places.
Isn't that their sole purpose?
To check your eyeballs and all that and sell you the things that will make you see better. So yeah, they had like a poster of a model, modeling some dark glasses or whatever. And I started cracking up because I remembered all of a sudden it was like this wave of flashbacks.
Emotion.
I used to cut out like from magazines like the pictures of like the guys that I thought were cute. And for some reason the ones with the glasses, like the for some reason the models from glass places, for some reason the models from optometry places,
mm-hmm.
They had the best ones. They were just so cute, and I don't know why. I loved it.
You love a man in eyewear.
I did.
You love a guy with poor eyesight.
Like, you're like me. We'll get along. I really don't know why, but it was awesome. I just found them. They were always so very clean cut and, I don't know, like in suits or just very, I don't know.
It must be so easy to model glasses. Yeah. I mean, for the most part, if you're just selling the glasses, it's just a headshot. Mm-hmm. All you have to do is be really,
really good looking.
Really, really good looking. Really, really attractive. And then the glasses sell themselves.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Actually, the hair was usually a good
So you need a good
indicator.
set of hair.
Mm-hmm.
Usually it's slick back.
It was, not necessarily like a set of hair, but just the way that it was like very nicely done, very tidy. The shinier, the better.
Oh, yeah. You know what you could gloss it up with? Some corn syrup. That stuff. That stuff is looking
super shiny.
Super shiny and sleek.
So I sat there laughing at that, and I had to share it with my Insta friends. So I did stories of it.
And I'm glad you shared it with your podcast friends.
Speaking of tidy hair from those models, I need a haircut. But I love how long it is. I just need something like something to give it a little bit more body and not be so just weighed down.
Mm-hmm. Weighed down but like my soul.
Yeah, but it makes me nervous. Makes me nervous to go get a haircut.
And you can't just do it yourself.
Oh, I've done it myself several times. And since it's curly, a lot.
I know.
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
So mean.
I'm kidding. Unless a woman goes from like 4 feet of hair to like a bob,
mm-hmm.
I hardly ever notice.
Okay.
Unless it's dramatic. I mean, most of the time they just get, I just want to trim. It'll be like an inch and a half. I'm like, why bother? You just paid $60
Oh, hell no. I don't
for
pay
like
yeah.
cutting off the length of a baby carrot.
Oh my gosh. Well, I would be able to tell if it was the length of a baby carrot. Like, I go in there, I'm like, just half an inch, please. And they end up cutting like an inch. And you can tell. And I don't like that. Just listen to me. Do the thing that I tell you. And if you're cutting more off, then tell me why. Probably because it's shit.
Or they fucked up. Or it's uneven.
Gotta even it up. And then like, oh shit, now then they gotta even it up again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, I've done it myself a lot. Just like give myself a few layers here and there. And since it's curly, you can't really tell.
That's gotta be...
that it sucks.
Yeah, really. You can either... It's hard to cut, but should be really easy to hide. Mm-hmm. If your hair is... What's really straight stuff? What's something that's really straight? That's like obviously not me. But if your hair is that straight, railroad...
Fringe.
Fringe?
Fringe? Ever seen fringe just hanging there?
Oh, yeah, but I don't think anyone has ever just... There's not a saying as straight as fringe.
Oh, okay.
Because fringe is very homosexual.
Straight as a feather? No, straight as an arrow.
Straight as an arrow. Oh
there
my God. That took literally 45 seconds for us to come up with. But if someone's hair is as straight as an arrow, you can obviously see. Then you got to start cutting it on a high diagonal to look asymmetric and very in vogue and artistic.
Like it's on purpose.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. One thing that's been bothering me lately, and I actually think about this every morning because it is in relation to my soap.
Okay.
I use African black soap, and I love it because of its smell, and I do not know how to describe the smell.
Okay.
And it drives me insane. So how do you describe a smell when you don't know how to describe it?
Ooh.
When I'm trying to describe the smell of the soap, I can say that it's not necessarily fruity.
Okay.
And it's not woodsy.
Is it kind of like cologne?
I guess it could be described cologne-ish. Mm-hmm. So is that, but not musky. So I'm wondering if we're talking about like different types of tree bark.
And some citrus.
Eventually, I'm going to pull it out so you can smell it.
Yeah, I want to smell it. Is it actually black too?
Oh, it's black, yeah.
Neato.
It's actually black. It is pretty cool. The only issue is if a little bit of soap gets on the wall, it's black. It looks like it's dirty. I mean, you could just rinse it off.
Really rinse it off, yeah.
Sometimes the soap scum just looks extra black, but it's just from the soap. I don't know what it's made from. I don't know the ingredients, but I want you to smell it.
Okay.
And I want you to try and describe it.
Okay. Sandalwood. Patchouli.
Yeah. If you know what patchouli smells like, you can identify it, but I don't. So how would you describe
how would I describe patchouli? To you? Okay. Has a pothead ever walked by you? No, just kidding. No, that would just smell like weed. How would I describe patchouli? Good grief.
And while you think of that, I'll tell a story how when I was working on one TV show, an executive producer, she must have used something like patchouli or some kind of oil, and I could not stand the smell of it. And I had to deal. This woman would walk to her office, walk back to set, and I would get a whiff, and it was very overpowering. But it also smelled like a health store, a new age health store.
Okay.
So she might have been using this oil to realign her chakras or cleanse something. And it got to the point where one day I was going to pretend that I liked it. I was also an executive producer that I didn't really feel comfortable talking to.
Okay.
She was kind of standoffish, and I never wanted to interrupt her. So I was going to cozy up to her and say, I really like, is that a perfume you're wearing? Or I didn't really know how I was going to word it.
Yeah, why was your angle with telling her that you liked it when you did not?
Because if I said, bitch, you smell, what the fuck are you wearing? She wasn't going to tell me, and I would get fired. So I would have had to pretend to like it, because then she could have told me, oh, it's patchouli musk ox. mixed with dandelion root.
Oh my god, that would be so overpowering.
I never asked her, and I still do not know to this day
what it was. You just know you didn't like it.
Yeah. So it could be patchouli.
It could be patchouli, because patchouli is very much that, like, herbs and sticks in healing, but like also a little bit flowery.
Okay.
But like a very overpowering flower, like a cactus flower or something. I don't know.
See, isn't this shit hard?
Yes, it's really hard to describe a smell when they don't know what it smells like.
So now I'm gonna hand you this bar of African black soap.
I love how square it is.
Yeah, it is. And it is dense. I'm gonna have you try and describe it.
Okay. Ooh, I'm excited.
Get a whiff of that.
Oh, that's so pretty. Oh my.
While you sniff on it.
Oh my gosh,
and
wow.
While you sniff on it and think about it, I'm going to read the label. Traditional African black soap made from palm ash has been used in Africa for centuries to treat eczema, oily skin, psoriasis, other skin ailments. For the record, I don't have any of that. I just really like the smell.
Sure you do. I've never seen you naked. How do I know you're telling the truth?
Touche. None of the ingredients that I'm reading, first of all, I can't pronounce them. Secondly, they don't give them away. I'm guessing the black color comes from the charcoal, which is in here. Do you have any guess?
I do.
Or actually, I don't even know what you're guessing. Like, it's not a guessing issue. It's how would you describe that to people?
I would describe it like as an orange with strawberries and like a little bit of spices, like pepper or something. It's like a spicy fruit. This is what that smells like.
Okay. It does mention tamarind extract and plantain
Ooh.
Peel.
Plantain peel.
So I can kind of understand how you're saying that there's a bit of spice there.
Yeah.
But I don't think I got orange at all.
And then a little bit like lotion. Like if you just went to like Bed Bath & Beyond. Or no, Bed Bath Body Works. Bed Bath & Body Works. You know, like when you walk in the store, that just like it hits you with like the smell.
Yeah.
A little bit of that with like the citrus and the spice.
And everything nice.
And everything very nice. It does smell really, really good. And I've never smelled this particular smell anywhere, ever.
Exactly. And that's what I think about every day when I'm in the shower. I love this smell and how fucking insane it is that I don't know how to describe it.
It doesn't have a smell label on there?
No. Smell label.
I don't know. I'm like, what if they make other flavors or other scents?
I think all African black soap, I think it's just the ingredient, the recipe on its own makes it smell like that.
It smells really, really freaking good.
Really long-winded way to say that today's episode is brought to you by African black soap. Just kidding.
Heck, I'd start using it.
You should. You can't have this one, but you can go get your own.
I'll go get my own. Oh yeah, I guess I should mention it doesn't smell particularly like guyish or girlish if you going gender wise. It just smells really, really good.
It's a conundrum. It's a rack your brain. What the hell's going on kind of thing.
What is this?
And that ties into today's game.
Oh no.
You are so fucked. Oh. I do have to tell you this.
I'm tired of losing, Bobby. Just throw me a bone here.
I recently came across a list of the oddest, strangest, weirdest U.S. city names.
Okay.
I'm going to give you 3, and you have to choose which is the one that I made up.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. And I will say some of these are, quote, unquote, unincorporated communities.
Okay.
Or like a census designated place. That just means they're really fucking small and they don't have like their own post office and their own, they're using
That's tiny.
They're using the county facilities, the county services.
Whoa. Because
they're so rural.
Okay.
So it's not like a town, like they have a mayor. They have a library.
See,
they got a church.
When that stuff happens, then why even bother going into why bother seceding or being another little town, quote unquote?
It's not that they seceded, it's that they probably used to be a town or used to be an area, and everyone else just forgot about them and did not want them.
Oh, that's sad.
But that's not the point.
All right. Let's get this. Let's get to the losing
1,
part.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, let's get to the losing. I have 7.
You're gonna lose.
And I want you to 4 out of 7.
Okay.
All right.
Sarah, we can do this. Let's do this.
It's game time. 1, 2, 3. Huh!
I'm scared.
Remember, you're gonna pick the one that I made up.
Okay.
The first grouping: Ding Dong, Texas. Possum Neck, Mississippi.
No.
Or Comma, West Virginia.
These are not real.
2 of them are.
Oh my god.
Talk through the
Okay.
process if you feel that would
They're
help.
all ridiculous, Bobby.
I know.
How can I talk through that?
I know.
They are all friggin' ridiculous. Possum City.
Ding Dong, Texas.
Ding Dong.
Possum Neck. It's worse than Possum City.
It's a possum neck. It's a specific body part
Possum
of a
Neck.
possum.
Or comma, West Virginia. COMMA.
Okay, I'm
Like
gonna
the punctuation.
say, comma, West Virginia is the fake one because I really hope that Possum Neck is a real place.
Possum Neck, Mississippi is a real place.
Excellent.
It was really fucking hard to find information. I found a bunch of lists naming it as a place, but I couldn't find any information other than there's going to be a 0% chance of rain today. I could find the weather.
Good for you, Possum Neck, although that might be a bad thing if it's kind of dry, if it's in Texas.
A moist.
It might be going through a drought.
No, Texas is Ding Dong. And
that's
Ding
right.
Dong was named because there were early settlers, Mr. and Mrs. Bell, and they needed a logo for their country store. And the guy who designed it created a logo with 2 bells, and underneath wrote Ding and Dong.
Oh my god, that is so lame.
It's really fucking lame.
Ding dong.
Next, Board, Montana.
Wait. Oh, okay. So I was right. I won that one?
Yeah, you got it right.
Shit, yes. All right.
You
Okay.
finally won. Board, Montana.
Uh-huh.
BORED.
Okay.
Why Arizona?
Why? Like W
WHY. Why Arizona? Or Dull, Ohio.
DULL?
DULL. Bored, Y, and dull. This is kind of a
Okay.
theme.
All right.
Yeah.
Bored, Y, and dull.
Bored, Montana. Y, Arizona. Dull, Ohio. Which
Bored,
one is not a
Montana.
place?
Which one is not a place? Oh my gosh. I feel like Y, Arizona is a real place.
Okay.
Dull, what was the dull one in?
Dull, Ohio.
Dull, Ohio. Ohio, I guess, is dull. I'm gonna say the first one is the fake one.
You think Bored, Montana is fake?
Yeah, because it's really pretty in Montana. So you can't be bored there.
You are correct.
Oh my god!
I made that up. However, there is a Boring, Oregon, and a Boring, Maryland.
Whoa, 2.
When I was coming up with it, I found Y first and then
Yeah.
dull, and I'm like, Boring is going to be the made up one. And then I had to do a search and found out there were plenty of places called Boring.
2 boring places.
So you were 2 for 2. Next one. Volcano, Hawaii, Flat, Florida, FLATT, or Jackpot, Nevada.
Oh my. Okay.
Also, this
Those
is
are like
this
so
is-
obvious.
This is
ones.
this is the obvious group.
Volcano, Hawaii.
Volcano, Hawaii, yeah.
Jackpot,
Nevada,
Nevada, and Flat, Florida.
Flat, Florida.
Oh, okay. Flat. I want to go with flat, but I think the real one, the real fake one, is the Jackpot, Nevada.
My face is stone cold Steve Austin right now. I'm not giving
You're
anything
not giving
away.
anything away. Okay, because Jackpot, Nevada, that would just be too perfect. It would have been like invented or come together after like Las Vegas and all that. I think that's what I'm gonna go with. I'm going with Jackpot, Nevada.
Jackpot, Nevada is a town of 1,261 people. The crazy thing is, it could not be located further from Las Vegas than it is.
Really?
Las Vegas is in the south.
Mm-hmm.
Jackpot, Nevada is as far north as you can get. It's like on the border of fucking Idaho.
Whoa.
And Volcano, Hawaii has like 2,600 people in it. So Flat, Florida is incorrect because I made that up.
There's no Flat Florida.
You know what?
Swamp Florida.
Swamp ass Florida. You know what is the second flattest state in the country?
Nebraska?
Illinois.
Oh, what?
I know, shocking. Some knowledge.
Didn't know it was so... Man, the times I've ridden bikes, it does not feel like the flattest friggin'... Or second flattest, even.
I know. Moving on.
Why?
You're 2 for 3 right now.
Okay.
This theme is called Pennsylvania. Intercourse, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Coupon, Pennsylvania. Or Potato Ridge, Pennsylvania.
Okay, I've heard of intercourse. Although that might be a different state.
You've heard of intercourse. I'm glad you went through sex ed in 5th grade.
You're such a dick. Okay, intercourse. Can you repeat the other ones, please?
Intercourse, coupon,
like
Coupon, or Potato Ridge.
Potato Ridge. Potato Ridge is the fake one. I think you were maybe just looking at potato chips.
Potato Ridge is the fake one.
Yes! Oh my god, yes!
And you know why I thought of potatoes with Pennsylvania's? Because yesterday I watched a YouTube video on how potatoes grow. Because once again, I'm a fucking nerd.
You are a nerd.
And they were in Pennsylvania.
All right.
Intercourse,
Potato Ridge.
which a lot of people have actually heard, is a smaller town than I thought. It's only 1,300 people. Coupon, Pennsylvania, in 2010, thanks to the census that they took,
Yeah.
the government's going to let them survive because there's only 73 people there.
73?
73.
Wow.
We're getting, it's probably an unincorporated community.
It's tiny.
It used to be a company town, and the company would pay people in coupons or chits or credit.
Oh,
so that's how it got its town name.
Oh my goodness.
This grouping I like to call, what the fuck? You are 3 for 4.
Oh my gosh, okay, all right.
So if you get this correct, you fucking win.
Oh my goodness, okay.
2 Egg, Florida. Maybe I was just looking around my kitchen again. Mexican Hat, Utah.
I'm offended.
Oh, sorry. Or Tipped Turtle, Maine.
Tipped turtle. Oh, that is hard to say. Tipped turtle, Maine.
Tipped turtle. It's easier when you do it in a British accent.
Tipped turtle.
I think I've faked a British accent in every fucking episode so far. So I apologize.
No, keep it going. I like it. Indubitably. Okay, so tipped.
2 Egg, Florida.
2 egg?
2 Egg, Florida.
2 Egg, Florida.
Mexican Hat, Utah. Or Tipped Turtle, Maine.
Mexican Hat, Utah cannot be a name. I like Tipped Turtle, Maine, because I believe that there's probably a turtle story to go with that in Maine. And the other one, 2 Egg. Oh, wait, no, the 2 Egg might be the fake one, because that's just freaking ridiculous. And why 2? Maybe it's like a breakfast town. Breakfast.
There's 2 Egg, and then across the street is like Bacon, Florida.
Pancake, Florida.
2 Egg, Florida.
I think Mexican Hat is the fake one.
Mexican Hat, Utah is a census designated place with 31 people living in it.
Shit. Do they all wear Mexican hats?
No, because that would be racist, Sarah. What is a Mexican hat? Just a sombrero?
I guess so,
Is
yeah.
it one of the giant ass ones that the mariachi?
Yeah, that's what I was picturing as the mariachi one.
They're a long way from home up in Utah. I made up Tipped Turtle.
Whoa! 2 eggs exist?
2 Egg is a place. And it's one of those where no one really has an idea of how this fucking place was named hundreds of years ago.
2 egg.
3 for 5.
Oh my god.
You could still win it on this one.
Okay.
But I just made it. Well,
I'm gonna be so bummed. I'm so close to winning.
I know, you're so close. This one has 4 you have to choose from.
Ooh. 1
is that I made up.
Okay.
Ready? Mm-hmm. Chili Hill, New Jersey.
Chili Hill.
Chili, like the food. So we're not talking about a cold hill.
Oh, okay.
We're talking about Chili Hill, New Jersey. Also, in the food category, Cucumber, West Virginia.
Aww.
YOLO, California. YOLO. From a few years ago. You only live once.
Yeah.
Finally, Monkey's Eyebrow, Kentucky. One of those is actually fake.
This is so hard.
Good. I'm glad. And I hope I'm stumping all of the listeners too.
Yeah. And please don't yell at me when I guess the wrong one.
You really think they're doing any better?
Probably not.
There ain't no monkeys in Kentucky. Monkey, Kentucky monkey.
Kentucky
or
monkey.
Kentucky. Kentucky monkey sounds like a strain of weed. I'm just gonna say.
Kentucky monkey.
Maybe that's where I got it.
It's like really, because there's Kentucky grass, right?
The grass that we have here is Kentucky bluegrass.
Okay, YOLO, California. I feel like, yeah, that's a thing that started a year ago or something. You only live once. But it also sounds like a real place that just happened to be called YOLO. Monkey's eyebrow, that is just too fucking ridiculous to not be real. Cucumber, West Virginia. Sounds fresh.
Fresh to death. But is that really what West Virginia is known for? No.
I don't know. Have I been to West Virginia? Nope, I have not.
I mean, you don't have to go to a place to get an idea of it.
I think Chili Hill, New Jersey. Shit, no, maybe it is YOLO. I want to cry. Okay, I've decided. I think it's Cucumber, West Virginia. That's the fake one.
Cucumber, West Virginia has a population of 94
stop
people!
No!
The one that is fake...
Can I have a second guess?
Okay, sure. I mean, you already lost, but...
Yeah, I know, but at least I still want to try a little bit. Okay, Chili Hill?
Chili Hill is the one I made up.
Bobby!
At first, I was going to do
bitch.
Chili Hill, Alaska, Chilly, like cold, but I thought that was too obvious.
Oh.
So, you're actually not that bad.
But you said it wasn't chilly, like the coldness.
I know. Then I changed it to Chili the food because I saw cucumber and I'm like, oh, chili.
And you know what? If I was going to... Because that was my second choice, obviously. And if I said Chili Hill, I felt like you would be like, no. And since it's actually like Chili, Chili... It's the home of Chili's, the place. Like, that's where it came from. I thought you were going to come up with that friggin' bullshit
That would have been hilarious.
Ugh.
All right. Now, I was worried because you were getting close to winning. And winning easily. But you're getting better. I can't reduce my difficulty.
Yeah, and I have to get more difficult with you. I got to get hard for you.
Speaking of hard, to finish things off...
Yeah.
Climax, Michigan... Climax, Georgia, or Climax, Minnesota.
Okay.
And I'm going to put you out of your misery. All of those are correct. There are at least 4 places in America that are called Climax.
Whoa. All right. Go America. Because I know I'd heard it before. I was just like, ooh, shit. Which one's the fake state?
It was those early settlers. They just had sex on their mind. Climax, intercourse.
They weren't getting it enough,
egg.
probably, then. 2 egg. How do I put balls in one knot? Like...
Ding Dong, Texas.
Cucumber, West Virginia.
Cucumber, West Virginia. Jackpot!
I get it.
So that last one was a
freebie because I wasn't going to get it anyway.
Yeah, that last one was a freebie. So technically, you win this week.
Really?
Yes.
Yes. Oh my God.
Since I gave you that last one, you got 4 out of 7.
I could cry. Oh my God.
You are crying tears of joy. Nice job.
I'm so happy. It's starting to get into your head. How does Bobby think? So now I'm just really shocked that there's a YOLO, California.
I know. 450 people live there. It's in Northern California.
Wow.
Oh, what I forgot to tell you.
Yes.
Because I was so excited to get to Climax.
Who isn't?
I wanted to tell you the story of Monkey's Eyebrow. And you know where it's just outside of? We spoke about it last episode or a few episodes ago.
Monkey's Eyeball?
Monkey's Eyebrow, Kentucky, is right outside of Paducah.
No way! Oh my God, we were just talking about Paducah.
Monkey's Eyebrow, Kentucky. There was originally 2 monkeys' eyebrows. Commonly known,
would be correct.
Commonly known as Old Monkey and New Monkey. One was on top of a small hill, the other on the bottom. Then I guess they just merged.
Oh, well, I'll be a monkey's uncle. This is ridiculous.
So next time you and your family take a road trip down to Mexico, if you stop outside Paducah, try and find Monkey's Eyebrow. Well, I hope you had fun. And
it was a lot of fun.
I hope you learned more about America. Like, why Arizona? Why?
Why Arizona?
Podcast listeners, let us know how you did. Send us an email at bswithbspodcast@gmail.com.
Yeah.
If you want to see... What else we're going to post on Instagram? I was going to be like, if you want to see our Ding Dong, Texas... I was going to say, if you were raised in Climax, or if you are a resident of Intercourse, first of all, congratulations and good for you. But reach out to us, Twitter, Instagram, also BS with BS Podcast. We'd love to hear from you. Recapping today, you heard me talk about corn is in everything.
Corn is in friggin' everything.
You heard me talk about my soap, which I don't think corn is in it, but it wouldn't surprise me.
Probably like some secret ingredient, like that sorbitol, but it's actually high fructose corn syrup. Which reminds me, you can actually look up on the internet. There's this like infographic of all the different names that they use for sugar.
The tricksters, yeah.
Mm-hmm. There's like 30 at least.
Maybe we'll post it on our Twitter.
Oh, all right.
We're going to birth that info.
Birth it.
About Big Sugar hiding their real name.
It's going to crown so good.
What?
Do you not know how birthing works?
Oh. I was still thinking sugar. And I was like, what? Oh.
Yeah, that would be confusing.
Oh, disgusting. My favorite thing, sugar, with my least favorite thing.
Vaginas?
And, yeah, child birth.
Everything in that region.
On that note, this has been a lot of fun. Thanks for listening.
Had a lot
Hope you
of
come back next time. I promise we'll talk less about school board elections.
Bobby, that part was the most riveting part of all.
Okay, thank God. If you want to know who won the Park District results, you just email me and I will let you know.
Damn it, now I want to know.
It was not the people I voted for.
Aww.
So, whatever.
At least you got a sticker.
And if you want a sticker with our logo on it, reach out.
All right.
For any of our social medias.
Yeah, we'll doodle something.
Well, we have a logo.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. You can see it.
Yes.
It's a beautiful creation.
I actually really love it. I love that it's orange. That was
eye-catching.
a good call on that color.
It stings the eyeball.
Oh, my rods and cones.
Right in your face. Right in your face orbs. All right, we are getting slap happy and stir crazy, and we have lost our goddamn minds. I'm Bob.
Where mine is. Mine's at Monkey's Eyebrow. West Virginia, or what?
Kentucky. On that note, I'm Bobby.
And I'm Sarah.
And this has been BS with Bobby and Sarah.
Yeah, and that concludes episode 4.
First of all, it's episode 5.
Son of a bitch.
And that's not how we end this.
I forgot how we ended. I was like, I know he's got to say the thing. He's going to say the thing.
The thing?
What is the thing? How do we end it?
Now that's been some bullshit.
Excellent. Oh, damn it. I said something afterwards.